Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm taste testing some tomatoes because occasionally I'll do a food review just for fun, right? And the food reviews are never anything healthy because no one cares to see that. You're going to probably find that out in this video. So like if some fast food place has something new and fun, or there's new chip flavor that comes out, or a soda flavor or something like that, I like to try those because I think it's interesting. But there's always a couple people that comment, and it's not really focusing on the negativity. I really don't care that much, but they'll comment like, hey, you shouldn't be eating that. Now, in some cases it comes from a good place. You know, maybe they're just trying to look out. They know that I'm trying to lose weight, so they're making a suggestion, but, you know, obviously I know that. So when I do like a, food review on something, it is just for fun. It doesn't necessarily represent what I'm eating all the time. However, in my, let's call it weight loss journey, I am trying to do things that are long lasting. So I know that if I eat really, really healthy, I'll lose weight a lot faster, but it's not something that's going to stay off. So I've done that before. I've lost over 160 pounds and I put it all back on because I made changes to my life that weren't long lasting. So what I'm trying to do is eat some crappy food occasionally to enjoy life, because that's something I enjoy, but also incorporate healthy eating with that. So when I do lose weight, even though it's extremely slow, it has been steady and it has stayed off, and that's the whole point. So today we're going to do a healthy food review. I have garden tomatoes versus a store tomato. Now, it's not really a fair comparison because there's different variety. These are a cherry tomato. I think these are husky red, and this is just a vine ripened tomato that I got from Sam's Club. Now, what I will say is that there's always a satisfaction in growing your own food, whether it be vegetables or fruits or whatever. Doesn't really matter. It always tastes better because you sat and you waited for the thing to actually be formed and created in your garden. So there's a huge satisfaction you get out of growing your own food, right? But the whole idea is that this just came off a plant, whereas this, who really knows? What was this sprayed with and coated with and covered so that it stays nice and shiny and red and it's big and plump, and all the chemicals and stuff they put in our food, right? So at least some people will, of course, make that argument. So we're gonna go ahead and just try this. Now, one quick note, I love this bowl. I got this from a person that did homemade pottery that was local, like 12 years ago or something. This bowl, it was literally just made for washing fruits and vegetables and stuff, right? You see all the holes in it and stuff. So when, you pick fresh fruits and veggies, or if you get something from the store, you should be washing it. It's great to put it in here. Like I use this all the time for grapes or strawberries. But anyway, so in case you're wondering, that's where it came from. Who knows where to buy it? This was just someone's handmade stuff a very long time ago. All right, so one of my own grown tomatoes. Let's try this first. All right. So yeah, that was absolutely delicious, not only because they're just good tomatoes, but because I grew them. So there's something, that's psychological there, that they're always going to taste really good. But this particular, case, it's got like a real good, like a firm skin. So when you bite into it, it kind of explodes in your mouth, and this happens to be extra sweet, a little bit of tartness there, really juicy, just a delicious little tomato, right? So let's try the store tomato. All right, now obviously this is a much larger tomato. It's not a fair comparison, but this is what I have in the house. These I happened to get from Sam's Club, and it was a smoking deal. If I buy things like tomatoes locally at my grocery store, it is a rip. It is so incredibly expensive. It's a huge deterrent. It would probably cost, right now about $7 or so to get 3 or 4 of these tomatoes on a vine. That is ridiculous. However, I got more than a dozen of these vine ripened, the vine was still connected and everything, from Sam's Club for $5. Now that's a deal. I don't mind that. So occasionally, even though it's nowhere near my home, I will travel with my wife to a Sam's Club. We have a membership, so I can specifically buy things like fruits and vegetables in bulk. The problem is that a lot of times they'll go bad before we eat them all, because they do have great deals on stuff like that. Anyway, not a pitch for Sam's Club. I can care less whether you buy stuff from there or not. Just saying it's expensive to buy produce locally unless you grow it. Now, not everyone has a situation where you can grow a bunch of fruit and vegetables. Now, these are just a novelty. I grow food for novelty purposes. I don't have the land, the time, or I guess the want to have a garden that is going to supply me with all my fruits and vegetables I need. You know, I just go to the store like most people. But maybe one day, if I live somewhere else, I will have a big garden that's more sustainable. But anyway, going in, trying the big old store-bought tomato that was super cheap. I'm going to eat it just like an apple because I like tomatoes. All right, so I took a nice bite out of the side there. It's good. It's a tomato. It does what tomatoes are supposed to do. It tastes like a tomato. It's not as sweet, but again, not fair comparing cherry tomatoes, which are generally a little sweeter than maybe larger tomatoes like this. But yeah, there you go. That was a healthy food review. I will finish this, and I will save these for a salad or something tomorrow. Yeah, is that as exciting as a new soda flavor? Probably not. Or a new chip flavor, or maybe something from the, you know, local fast food place. No, I don't make those videos to try to spread a message of eating healthy. I mean, I think everyone knows that you should be eating healthy, or at least, you know, most of the time. Not everyone does. In fact, there's probably way less people that do consistently eat healthy all the time. I would think that's common knowledge. You should probably eat some vegetables and a protein, you know, as opposed to maybe a highly processed meal at a fast food place. You know, you should probably have some fruit, you know, instead of maybe ice cream for dessert, you know. But hey, life is short. And I think everything could be enjoyed in life in moderation. You don't go crazy. You don't have ice cream every single day for every meal. That's ridiculous, right? But why can't you have a little ice cream? Why can't you have a little fast food? A little, you know, something fried up, something sweet. That's just how I feel about it. So I will always eat unhealthy foods. But what I'm trying to do is not make that the majority of my food intake. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully you enjoyed this this video of me eating tomatoes. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.